Wangguan, this is part 2. Wangguan Sissy boy. It's part 2 of this. Had to check on your vehicle real quick, man. Look, every vehicle has this sticker under the hood. I got my glasses on today. 2.4 liter. That means I got 4 cylinders. 4 cylinders. Right there is where the window washer fluid goes. The dipstick. Oil. OW20. This right here is where the air filter goes. You want to make sure that's nice and clean. The battery. Always want to make sure that the battery terminals are on tight, that they're not loose. I posted an app onto my page that I mean, you probably don't really need it unless you want to check how much oil your vehicle takes. You can check that app out. I think mine takes about, it's like 4.5 quarts. There's where your brake fluid goes. Now, you want to make sure that the oil cap is on. I was dating this girl, and she had a headlight out, so I was replacing the bulb for her. And when I popped open the hood, her oil cap was off to the side, like over here somewhere. It hadn't fall down, but you have to have the cap on. You know, this is stuff that you just need to check every now and then. Like the belts. See, the belt is straight. The belt is good. Make sure the belt ain't all ripped up. Check to make sure you have oil. It's pretty basic. You want to make sure that you have a spare tire in your trunk and that you have a car jack. And the proper car jack and the proper tools to change your tire, whether you're a man, woman, teenager, man or woman, young lady, young man, need to have that. Don't be driving around without a spare tire. I've seen people do it and they've had to spend the night in their vehicle all night till someone could pick them up because they didn't have a spare tire. And they had to wait for a ride. And also in the last video showed how to check your brakes. Look at the brake pads. Look at the front brake pads and look at the back brake pads. Just make sure you got good 12 millimeters, 10 millimeters, 8 millimeters, 7 millimeters. Make sure it's just not a sliver. If it's a sliver, you need to start thinking about getting some brake pads. I would change my oil, like on this vehicle, I change my oil like every 3,000 to 4,000 miles. I don't drive a lot. I could go a couple months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, maybe 6 months without going like 3,000 miles. Because I don't be driving like that. If you take your car to the dealership, they're gonna check the coolant. Damn, I don't even know where the coolant's at on this. Oh, so here's the coolant on this one. They're gonna add coolant. They're gonna make sure your coolant is up to the proper levels. Make sure your windshield wipers up to the proper levels. They're gonna change your oil. They're gonna change the oil filter, and they're gonna make sure your tire pressure is right. If you ever want to see your tire pressure, the sticker right here. It tells me my tire size for the front and rear and the spare tire. PSI 33 in the front, 32 in the back, and 60 in the spare tire. Whenever you put air in your tires, make sure you got air in the spare tire too. And get yourself one of those little electronic air pumps. That way, if you do pull your spare tire out and there's no air in it, you can always tell if there's air in it or no air in it. Like when you take it out the trunk and you bounce it on the ground, if it doesn't bounce, like a nice basketball bounce, then there's no air in there. Put air in there before you put air in the tire before you put it on the vehicle. I did that before. Had a friend that had a flat tire, and I put the spare tire on there and didn't realize it was flat, and they tried to drive it 2 blocks, and it didn't destroy the tire, but the tire came off the rim a little bit, and had to take it somewhere in the morning to get it fixed, which I would have avoided that whole problem if I would have just put air in the tire. So I be making mistakes too. We all make mistakes, but for especially the women out there and then the young guys out there that don't know this stuff, it's just good safety stuff to know. If you're ever riding in a vehicle, if the zombie apocalypse comes, you want to know how to change a tire. You want to know just some basic stuff, where things are at, where the air filter's at, where the battery is at, where the oil's at, air oil cap. See, it says OW20. My last car was OW30 or 5W30, I think. Yeah, 5W30. And it took like five quarts. This one I think is 4.3 quarts, 4.4 quarts. You want to make sure also that your windshield wipers are good. You want to make sure that you have your headlights and your turning lights working. Your blinkers are working. A good way to check your headlights and blinkers is if you're ever driving around some stores, like a shopping mall, I don't know, like a shopping plaza, and if you ever see like a store that has like windows in front of it and you can park in front of it, daytime, nighttime, where you can see your reflection in some windows, look at your headlights, and look at your back. You look at your tail lights. Look at when you smashed on the brakes, make sure your brake lights come on. Make sure the reverse light comes on. Make sure also that you have the lights on your license plate. There's 2 lights. You need at least 1 to pass inspection. And make sure you got tread on your tires. I think that tread on the tires, lights on the license plate, and windshield wipers. Yep. That way you're not riding dirty. You don't want to be riding dirty out here, so you don't get pulled over for no reason. Make sure your registration is up to date, and make sure you got car insurance. So this is my second time making this video. I think I covered everything this time. So this is Hot Dog Water Industries. Changed the name from Enterprises, Hot Dog Water Enterprises, because it used to be Hot Dog Water Aerobics. I changed the name to Enterprises, Hot Dog Water Enterprises. Then the other night I was like, man, fuck this. Oh, excuse me, I didn't mean to cuss. Hot Dog Water Industries. Wangwan. I'm out.